Thrust SSC or supersonic car. At 763 miles per hour or 1228 kilometers an hour, it is the fastest jet-propelled car in the world, currently located near my home in the Midlands. Hello men, Replicant Fish here, the internet's most scientific toxic male. Indeed. But what does a jet-propelled car have to do with today's video? Today's video is about confidence, your self-confidence, the power of your own thoughts, how your thoughts can actually affect your life, and how thinking bad about yourself could actually make your life harder. But why? Why is it that thinking better about yourself can have better results than thinking bad about yourself? Do our thoughts really manifest reality?
How long do you expect to survive? Food for thought.
Mind is a terrible thing to waste. Terrible thing to waste.
Let's begin with a bit of science. Dr. Masaru Emoto was a Japanese author and entrepreneur who said that human consciousness has an effect on the molecular structure of water. Emoto's conjecture evolved over the years, and his early work revolved around pseudo-scientific hypotheses that water could react to positive thoughts and words, and that polluted water could be cleared through prayer and positive visualization. So these images you are seeing on the screen are the effects of positive thoughts or positive words on water, and they also do it by putting negative thoughts and words into water as well, and then freezing and testing those results as well. So these are some of the results. Now some would say that is pseudoscience, but then, like I have spoken about before on my channel, the double slit experiment, quantum physics, how the experiment can change depending on if you are looking at it or not, depending on if conscious beings are observing the experiment. So then you have to think, okay, how much can our thoughts affect the world around us, the universe if you will? How much does me thinking good or bad about myself affect me or affect others? Well, think about this. Like how Mr. Emoto proved that positive and negative thoughts have an effect on water. Scientists say that our bodies are what? 60% water. Such a simple thing. Yet if our thoughts have an effect on water, then thinking bad about yourself, constantly bringing yourself down, telling yourself you are worthless, you're not shit, believing what others have said to you, telling you are nothing, that you are worth less, that there is nothing special about you. Understand, to believe that about yourself because you have been told it means you are actually breaking yourself down, using those negative thoughts to destroy yourself. Think of how powerful our thoughts can be, how you can take an idea and from that idea bring it into reality to be able to show others, so others can see and behold what you have brought forth from your mind. Also think of how you can take things into your mind as well. How things outside of you can absorb into your mind and let that sit in you, slowly eating away at you from the inside. All these bad negative thoughts are like symbiotes, slowly draining you from within. To have positive thoughts about yourself means you are doing something that most people find difficult to do. Think positive about themselves. See something good in themselves. It's very easy to find the negative things in us. To think, oh, I am this because I lack that. I don't have that. I am not this. I am not that. I don't have this much money. I don't look this way. I don't have this swagger. I am not this intelligent. I am not this savvy, this funny. Who cares? You care. Because you worry about what others think about you to the point where you let it eat you up inside. Understand this. If you have the power and the positive thoughts, and you constantly remind yourself of the good things you are and can do and can and want to be, if you let the positive thoughts outweigh your negative thoughts, would that cause a change in you? By thinking positive about yourself, in some way, are you not actually changing your chemical makeup? Love is just a chemical reaction, isn't it? So isn't positive thoughts, isn't love for yourself a chemical reaction? The positive energy and thought you are putting into the waters of you, your body, this flesh and bone sack you walk around in, controlled by your life force, your life energy, that spark of life within you, your subconsciousness, soul, spirit, ethereal body, all the different terms for it, but is it the same thing? Think about this. When you say someone gives you a bad vibe, a bad feeling, how is it that we as beings can sense that from other beings? Does that not mean that we as beings are transmitters as well as receivers? How others' thoughts can mess with our own thoughts? How you can feel negative energy from others? How you can feel this cold darkness from other people? Isn't that strange? Is that not the same thing I am talking about? These things can be called pseudoscience, metaphysics, gobbledygook nonsense. Blah. Just a random fish talking. Yet this random fish feels that surge of energy, feels the charge of my own confidence. Some call it ego, arrogance, narcissism, vanity, but they do not see the self-appreciation, self-confidence, the power of this train, powered by my self-esteem. Corny, yes. True, yes. If I had a car powered by my own ego, would it go 763 miles per hour? Maybe.
I would say that was fast.
Maybe it would go a lot faster. If your thoughts are like placebo, then healing your mind through positive thoughts about yourself and what you can and want to do, I'm very much sure that is a thing. But in order to achieve these things, you need that time to think, to focus, and to understand. So as you start to think better about yourself, and you start to increase speed, the point is to keep the momentum going, to continually remind yourself, no matter how bad things get, I have to remind myself who I am, where I have been before, and where I will never go back to. Appreciating yourself is a powerful thing, one that so many people do not understand. The more power you have over yourself, over your own thoughts, your feelings, the less power others have over you. When you become more self-confident, you have more self-esteem. Naturally, your standards will rise. They will raise to a higher height. Because now you will demand more for yourself. You will see that you deserve more. You will see that you are special, that you have meaning. You will see that the words of others do not matter. Water off a duck's back, ricocheted bullets of steel, galvanized if you will. You cannot break down what can't be broken. You'd be surprised how many men that spend their life chasing women suffer from low confidence and low self-esteem. Do not assume just because they get it, they actually feel good about themselves. Just like the women that throw it up so often and so easily and casually. A huge lack of self-esteem and self-confidence. Never forget who you are, men. Continue to move forward. Leave as many negative thoughts about yourself as you can in your wake, on the road behind you. And even though I used this yesterday, I will use it again.
A mind is a terrible thing to waste. Terrible thing to waste.
How long do you expect to survive? Food for thought.
And never forget, the world is yours. Have a nice day.